Hey friend, Niklas here from Your Audio Solutions. Hope you're doing well. In today's video, we will talk about how to develop your studio's unique selling point, and I can't wait to show it to you. But before we get into the video, if you're new to this channel, new to watching this video, I want to tell you about a free guide you can download right away. It's called 3 Tested Ways to Increase Your Client Base. And I made this guide for home studio owners or freelancers, studio owners who want to increase their client base. And in this guide, you can learn my tested email script of how to reach out to bands online or artists online, how to find clients in real life, so to speak, and how to get clients coming back for more. So this guide is free. Just enter your email address. The link is below in the description box. But that's it. Let's get into the video. Cool. So let's dig into today's topic. So first of all, why is it important to figure out your USP or unique selling point, so to speak? It actually helps you differentiate yourself from your competition and stand out in a crowded marketplace. And as you know, the music industry is a very competitive market. There's home studios everywhere. There's studios, professional studios who were big studios who are now home studios. So there's a lot of competition. It's a crowded marketplace. And that is why you want to offer your clients a result or an advantage that is superior to your competition. And when you have figured out your USP, you want to use it on your website and in your marketing material. And there are many types of USPs you can use. For example, you can use price from low to high. You can have a speed of delivery. You can have a quality of service that are all outstanding, for example. And having said this, are there any companies that comes to mind when you think about these USPs? I know I think about Amazon, I think about Apple, companies like that, like Apple, high price point, Amazon's incredible speed of delivery, next day delivery or sometimes even 2-hour delivery. And they have a low price or depending on what you buy, but it's not really expensive. That's their USPs, that's just a few examples. And as I just said, the more you start to think about these points, the more you will see what companies out there are doing, so the more you start thinking about, what's this company's USP, you're going to figure more of this out, basically. It's quite cool. Okay, so let me talk you through how to develop your USP. And so what you need to do this exercise is a pen and paper or just any note-taking application, like maybe a notes app, whatever you're using. So let's dig into this. The first question or the first thing I want you to write down is, what are the benefits and advantages of working with you? So answer this question, write it down, and think outside from just the quality of your mixes, or recordings of masters. I want you to think about, what is your service like? Do you offer a unique sound, or do you offer anything unique that is a benefit and advantage of working with you? So write that down, pause the video if you need to. Then, question number 2. What are your competitors' benefits and advantages? And in this case, I want you to list at least 10 other studios or online mixing sites or whoever is your competitor. It can be recording studios, So list at least 10 or find at least 10 other businesses that does what you do. And Google is your friend here. Obviously, you can just Google online mixing if that's your thing. You can even go to some sites you already know about, studio sites Check them out. And this exercise is really, or this point in the exercise is really good, because now you will start to learn what other studios are offering, and you will sometimes see their USP clearly. For example, in my research, when I did this exercise, was some studios were offering like unlimited revisions. That's a USP for that particular studio. And this point in the exercise takes a bit of time, so don't stress about it. Go through it, and the more detailed you are, the better results you're gonna get in the end. So take your time and find at least 10 and write down their benefits and advantages. And when you have done that, we move on to question number 3, which is list the ways you can improve upon your competitors' unique advantages. So look over your notes from the previous question and see which one of those you can improve upon. For example, if you found someone offering affordable rates, how can you improve that? Perhaps you can offer a payment plan to make it even easier to offer affordable rates for indie bands or whoever you're working with. Or if one of the studios you found offers a very personal service, how can you improve upon that? That's the exercise of question number 3. So it's up to your imagination and your creativity to come up with stuff. So have fun in this exercise. And you might find that you can't improve upon all the stuff you found in the previous exercise, but that's okay. Improve upon the ones you can, essentially. So when you have done number 3, we move on to number 4, which is what are your niche advantages? For example, do you have any good credits? Have you worked with a prolific artist or engineer in your country? Is it your location, perhaps? Maybe you're in a prime location or very unique location. Think about La Fabrique. Super unique location, and it's a part of their USP. It's an awesome, quirky area of France. Amazing building. That's a USP for them, for example. So write those down. And when you have done that, we move on to question number 5. And question number 5 is list your favorite companies you like to purchase from and why you like to purchase from them. And I love this question because I learned why I like to purchase from companies out there. And this is something you can take away and start thinking about whenever you find yourself choosing one company over another. And this goes back to a previous video I made about what we can learn about companies such as Uber, Captain, and Bolt. They're all taxi companies out there from an app, and they're all in the same marketplace, but they're all competing for our attention and to choose them over the other. So that's a really cool example to study and to learn. Why do I choose Captain over Bolt? Is it because it's cheaper? Is it because they have a reward plan for the customers? So list your favorite companies and why you like to purchase from them, and try boil it down to a few words. And when you have done that, we move on to the last question, which is, can you adopt any of these for your own business? So from everything you have written down so far and what you have learned, what can you adopt for your business to create your own USP? So write down a few sentences taking inspiration from all the previous questions you answered, like the stuff you improved upon, the stuff you learned from why you choose various companies over others. And I'm going to show you what I came up with in a few seconds here when I did this exercise. So be creative and write down as much as you can, or whatever idea comes to mind. Spend time on it. Maybe you write some down today, come back to it tomorrow, and stuff like that. You might come up with something better next week. There's no stress. Take your time, and the more you think about it, the better stuff you might come up with. But let me show you what I came up with when I did this exercise. So here we have my website. And after I did this exercise myself, I came up with this highlighted area here, essentially. And also some at the top, actually. But my USP I came up with was get the personal service your band really deserves without having to leave your home. Book a free, no strings attached coaching call today. And the great thing with this is also a lead magnet now. So it's not only my USP, but it's also serving my website as a lead magnet, which is perfect. And then I'm also implementing some of this stuff in the about section. So what was my niche advantage? Well, I worked with some prolific people in the industry already. I'm also offering a payment plan to make it affordable, as you can see here in the highlighted area. And this is what I did. This is the USP I came up with when I did these exercises. So it's a perfect way and That's how I try to differentiate myself from my competition. And you can do the same. It's a really great exercise. So there you have it. And before I forget, this exercise was from the book, which I just started reading, which I can highly recommend. It is called, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's called Getting Everything You Can Out of All You've Got. It's by a guy called Jay Abraham. I'm going to put it here. I don't know if you can see it. Really good book. I can highly recommend it. There's 21 exercises in this, I think. Yeah, 21 exercises. And this is one of them. I just broke it down a bit simpler for you, hopefully. But I can really recommend that book. And I'd love to know, when you have done this exercise, what your USP came out to be. Please send me an email or just leave a comment below. Let me know and send me a link to your website. Let me know how you utilized this exercise. And before you leave, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you listen to an Apple podcast, leave a rating. And don't forget to download your free guide, 3 tested ways to increase your client base. Link to that below. So if you're a home studio owner, freelancer, or just work in a studio and you want to increase your client base, this guide is for you. You can learn my tested email script of how to contact bands online. You can learn how to get clients in real life, so to speak, and how to get clients coming back for more. But that's it for this video. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you guys soon.